Your presentation of national sports is brought to you by Spreaker.com. Broadcast and listen to news, radio, and music with one low monthly rate. Your show will be right back after this word from your local stations.
Hello and welcome here into NFL Prediction Show. It is so great to be back here with Miles Walker and on the eve of the NFL season, Miles. How about that for a reunion?
Let's get it. I'm ready. I want to see my Giants get mollywopped.
Yeah, well, that's not until Monday night there, Miles. We got to start on Thursday night and progressively work our way to Monday, Miles. This is how we do here on National Sports Radio and the NFL Prediction Show. But, you know, my Seahawks and my Dolphins, we got to go in this week, man. It's so great to have the NFL back.
Both home. Be happy.
All right, so Thursday night, Packers travel to Seattle where the 12th man will be in full force. What do you think is going to happen there, Miles?
It's going to be a great game to me. I think it's going to be a lot closer than maybe some people will think. I know a lot of people think Seattle's just going to run right over Green Bay since they're playing in Seattle. I think Green Bay is going to give them a good run for the money. Do I think they're going to win? No. I highly doubt that because Seattle's just the more superior team. Playing at home also, honestly, I think Seattle's probably going to go 8-0 at home. So I doubt Green Bay's going to
8-0. That's a bold prediction.
That was bold. I think this team they're the real deal. They're legit, Jeremy.
Starting off the show with a bang there, Miles.
It takes a lot for me to admit Seattle's good because I don't really like them, but hey.
Well, now, do you think that their secondary got better or worse, or they're the same? Because they lost a couple key components to that secondary.
Yeah, technically, they are getting worse. They lost some key players. Do I think it's really going to have that much effect on them? No. Because of two words, Richard Sherman. He's probably the best cornerback in the league. The only people challenging him are probably Peterson right now. So, honestly, yes, I think it did deteriorate a little bit. Do I think it's going to have that much of an impact on their defense? Not really, no.
All right. Well, I also think Seattle's going to win. That's kind of... Does that come as a shocker to you, Miles?
Not particularly.
Yeah, Seattle wins this one. I'm going to give it a score of 35-24. Seattle wins this one by 11 points in my mind. Miles, give me a score there.
I'll go 27-21. All
right. Well, starting off the season with a win for Seattle there, and a much needed win as the next week. Who do they play next week? Let's see. They will travel to a tough place to play at one of the worst stadiums.
They're playing in San Diego. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, well, one of the worst places to play, as noted by a lot of people here at National Sports, because it's the worst stadium in the league.
Well,
Caroline always says that. If you didn't know that, Miles. Anyway, let's move on to. Let's see. Let's go Saints Falcons. That's a good game too, because you don't really know we don't really know what to expect from the Falcons this year after a really terrible season last year.
That's right. 1 year they're 13-3, probably one of the best teams in the league. Next year, they go 2-14, I believe was their record. This team, I don't know what to expect from them, but I still have a lot of confidence in them for some strange reason. I think they still have one of the better offenses in the league. I think they're really going to show a lot of teams that they are not a team to be messed with. So I actually think they're going to beat New Orleans.
Wow. You know what? Falcons coming into this game a 3-point underdog at home. So, there's a lot of underdogs at home this week in the NFL, and I'll say the Dolphins are an underdog. The Falcons are an underdog at home this week. Trying to see anybody else.
Houston's an underdog?
No, Houston's not an underdog. Oh, wait. Cowboys are an underdog at home this week.
Well, they have a tough game ahead of them against San Francisco.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of underdogs at home. And you know what? You don't really see that a lot in the NFL. And to see that in the first week of the season, I think we might be in for a lot of great matchups in the first week.
Yeah, definitely. Home field advantage. People really take that for granted in my view. And I just think Atlanta's going to come out there with something to prove to their fans.
Yeah, so I think the Saints actually pull out this win. Drew Brees throws for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. One to Mr. Graham. He does not dunk on the goalposts. And the Saints will win this one by 2 touchdowns, I think.
I'm going to go 31-27.
Falcons. Oh, okay. Hey, you know what? That offense is pretty good. You got Julio Jones and Roddy White. So
one of the best teams in the league.
Hopefully Jackson can get it going this year because he had a very subpar season last year. We'll have to see how that works out there. Anyway, moving on to the Vikings and the Rams. The Vikings, they decided to start Matt Castle over Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know how you feel about that, Miles, but they traveled to St. Louis fresh off of cutting the first openly gay NFL player. So, what do you think? What do you think about this Bridgewater Castle thing?
Personally, I really like Teddy Bridgewater. I thought that he was going to get the starting job from the moment he started preseason. I was a little surprised they gave it to Matt Castle. But, I mean, I can also understand it, more experience, maybe give Teddy Bridgewater a little time to just, really soak in some true regular season games. So I'm not that against the decision, personally. This is actually a really interesting game to me. Because St. Louis, fresh off of losing their quarterback for the year, it's a tough one. I still think St. Louis is going to pull this out. I don't think it's going to be by a score I would have chosen if they still had their starting quarterback. But I still think they're going to win.
Oh, you know what? Look, we got Robert Dieters calling in. How about that?
Oh, wow.
The commissioner of National Sports Radio calling into our show, Miles. What an honor, Mr. Dieters. What do you think about this week in the NFL, the first week?
It's going to be really interesting to see what teams are going to struggle this year and what teams are going to be successful. Talking about the Vikings situation, I think Matt Castle, you go with a veteran type of guy, and he's the guy that's been in the offensive system for a while. So, I mean, I go with the decision of keeping Matt Castle as your starting quarterback. I think you give Teddy Bridgewater time. Obviously, Derek Carr gets to start week 1 for the Raiders, the first rookie quarterback in his draft class to start this year. It's going to be, I just got to say, it's got to be very interesting to see what Carr can do. I'm just going to be surprised what he does against the Jets, because every time a rookie QB goes against Rex Ryan, they're 1-7. So I see Carr maybe struggling this year, and his career could go down the drain like every other quarterback has.
Oh, well, Robert Dieters. So how about them 78ers?
It's pronounced the 49ers, and they're going to
sorry.
Dallas.
My pronunciation has been a little off. My pronunciation has been a little off in the past couple weeks. I'm sorry about that, Robert. Anyway, they're playing the Cowboys this week, and the Cowboys are an underdog coming into this game, and they're the home team. What do you think about that?
I think the 49ers this year are going to be very dominant, and going against the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, obviously it's at home, but the Dallas Cowboys had a lot of negatives surrounding them this year, and just with Jerry Jones and all the headlines he has, I basically see the Dallas Cowboys kind of tanking it this year, and Jerry Jones could just lose his headlines. The Dallas Cowboys go 5-11, 6-10 this year.
Wow.
Bold statements.
That is Robert Dieters. That is why he's the commissioner here at National Sports, because he makes bold statements. Well, Robert, it was great having you on. Hopefully that Kaepernick character doesn't run himself into trouble. No pun intended.
Well, let's hope Ryan Tannehill doesn't do the same thing. See you later, Jeremy and Miles. Have a great night.
Thanks, Robert. Wow. Miles, how about that? Do you feel honored?
I feel honored. I feel blessed right now.
Hashtag blessed?
Hashtag blessed.
All right, well, moving right along. We were talking about the Vikings and the Rams and Teddy Bridgewater. Miles, not starting. You were saying that the Rams are going to take this one. You know, I don't think they are. I think the run game of the Vikings is just going to be too much for the Rams in this one. I know that the Rams have a good defense, and that's their strong suit now that their quarterback is down. But I see the Vikings taking this one, and, you know, by maybe a field goal or so. I think it'll be 24-21 Vikings.
Wow. I don't know. Although Pearson is one of the best running backs in the game, you can't argue how good of a running game the Vikings have. I still see the Rams being able to not neutralize it, but contain it. So I think the Rams are going to come out with like a 21-10 score.
Wow, that would be pretty big for the Rams, trying to keep pace in that amazing NFC West over there.
Yeah, they ain't keeping pace.
All right, now Johnny Football in his first game as a bench warmer against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I know one of the most underrated teams in the league this year is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. They almost squeaked by all these other teams last year and made the playoffs. But, you know, they had to lose to those Dolphins, you know, last year.
Yeah, those Dolphins.
You know, yeah.
Everything has to go back to the Dolphins. I wonder why.
You know, I'm no bias or anything, right, Miles?
No bias. Of course. We're 100% not biased here at National Sports.
Yeah, last year, Roethlisberger threw for over 4,000 yards. You know, the Bell and the Bell situation over there with the marijuana and everything. What do you think of the Steelers this year? Are they too troubled to make a run?
You know, Pittsburgh's actually going to be one of my sleeper teams going this year. I really like what this team has. Ben Roethlisberger, you can never sleep on this quarterback. No matter how many times you want to say he's not still an elite quarterback, in my view, he's still a top 10 quarterback. Of course, their running game, a little trouble with the whole drug situation. They still have some good wide receivers in there, Sanders. And Cleveland, I watched their preseason games, of course.
Everyone did.
And I was not impressed by this team. I think it's going to be another losing season by a good margin, probably between the 4-12, 5-11 range. So personally, I think Pittsburgh's going to run right over Cleveland.
I mean, props to Cleveland for trying to go out and get players this offseason. I'm sorry it didn't work out. Miles Austin, his prime was like 5 or 6 years ago, guys. Come on. Oh, and you know, Josh Gordon, tough situation there for the Browns, losing him for the season.
Best wide receivers in the game.
He's got to get his stuff together, and you know, maybe Jordan Cameron will have to step things up.
He could be a good fantasy player.
Yeah, don't sleep on Mr. Cameron over there. But you know, once you have Hoyer or Menzel as your quarterback, you know, it's going to be tough to get that ball out. Plus, with that offensive line, the quarterback's going to be having to escape. This is why I think Johnny Manziel should be starting. I'm not a personally big fan of Johnny Manziel, but Hoyer's not going to be able to. He's a pocket quarterback. He doesn't run around like Johnny Football does. And with the offensive line that they're going to be fielding, I think they need someone like Johnny Manziel to run around. Anyway, Browns lose this one in Pittsburgh by a score of 35-13.
Wow, I'm surprised you even got them out of the single digits. Shoot. I'm not kidding. I'm saying, like, you know, Pittsburgh still has some offensive worries for me. So I would say 24-6.
24-6. Okay, yeah, that 6 points. It's respectable by the Cleveland Browns right there.
Sure.
All right, now to America's team, the Jaguars, going to Philadelphia to face the Eagles.
Have fun.
This game is bound to be high scoring with the amazing offense of Chad Henne.
Bound. He's gonna drop 7 touchdowns.
Oh man, but yeah, the running game, obviously Mr. Gerhardt over there gonna be tearing it up for the Jaguars.
Wow, you're just getting good licks on them, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, anyway, they should have signed Tebow. They would have been so much better.
Thank goodness, they would have been the best team in the league.
Anyway, Jaguars 11-point underdogs in this game.
Only?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest dog in this week. Yeah, biggest dog.
Well, let's talk about Philadelphia. This is a very good team right here.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this team. Nick Foles, although I don't think he's going to only throw like one pick again, but he's still, I think, going to have a very good season. Fronting game, you can never go wrong with McCoy.
Shady.
Some Shady McCoy. Philly, 49-0.
You know, what's really underrated about the Eagles is their pass defense.
They have a great defense.
Their opposing passing yards, the opponent's passing yards for last year, they were last in the league. The opponents for the Eagles were last in the league for passing yards last year. That is something to say.
Their team plays too fast for their defense.
Yeah, I mean, they're right back on the field. Yeah, so
score a touchdown, get on the field.
So I don't know if Henne gets many yards in this game, man. I mean, he's got the big arm, but will it work against this great pass defense and the Eagles? And you know what? They got so many great weapons there with the Eagles, and they signed Darren Sproles, which is probably one of the best slot receivers / running backs / fullbacks / I don't know, whatever he is. Eagles win this one by 13 points, I say.
13?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jaguars
too much credit.
Jaguars get 10 points. Eagles get 23.
You are underestimating this offense. Hey, a win's a win at the end of the day.
What do you think?
I think you already heard my prediction. 49-0.
49-0. Oh man, Miles.
No faith in the Jaguars. No faith.
Okay, whatever you say, Miles. Oh man. Should we do the Dolphins? I don't know. I'm thinking. I'll save the Dolphins for the last 1:00 game. You know what? And we're gonna take a quick break actually, because I'm feeling it right now, but I gotta get in the mode and I gotta get in the zone here. We gotta play some more music, Miles.
Oh please.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. You're gonna listen to one of our quick commercials, and then you'll hear some music. How about that? We'll be right back.
You can contact National Sports in a number of ways through Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with the label National Sports. We love to have you guys a part of our show and can easily join us also through text or call. You're listening to the National Sports radio station on Spreaker.com.
It may not mean nothing to y'all, understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting down in the mall and telling every girl she the one for me, and I ain't even planning to call. I want this forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. Started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she insists she got more class. We know, swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo, if If I was at the club, you know I balled. Chemo, dropped a mixtape that sounded like an album. Who'd have thought a country tour
Welcome
be the
back to
outcome?
NFL
Labels
Prediction
want my name beside
Show,
an
Week
X like
1
Malcolm.
here. Jeremy
Everybody
Schnell,
got a
Miles
deal.
Walker. We are moving right along to two of the worst teams, in my opinion, in the NFL. Actually, one of the most improved teams that most people aren't talking about are the Raiders. And the Jets are terrible. Sorry, they're
Ow.
straight up terrible. I hate the Jets. Sorry, guys. Kelsey, if you're listening, which you're probably not, I'm sorry. The Jets they're absolutely terrible.
Wow.
Geno Smith starting for the
Well,
Jets.
right there that we beat you guys sometimes.
Geno Smith starting for the Jets.
Honestly, I don't think he's that bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. He's not that bad. Let's look at his stats from last year, Miles. And I'll tell you how bad Mr. Geno was.
That was last year.
Oh, okay. Geno Smith. Let's see. Ooh. 7 fumbles, 21 interceptions, and 12 touchdowns. That
was his first
ratio, man.
It was his first year.
Yeah, that ratio. So, 3,406 yards in his first year. What do you think?
I truly think that it's all mental for him. I think that if he gets the mental game down, if he just sits back and realizes that he actually is good, and he has to stop making such bad decisions, I actually think he could have good years. And this is coming from a Giants fan here, everybody, just so you know. I actually think Geno Smith could have a decent year.
You didn't help me. I was calling you.
Sorry about that, folks. Had a little Schnell controversy in the Schnell house. So yeah, Jets, Raiders. Give me your pick, Miles, before I go mad.
I'm gonna go with the Jets winning. Sorry, I would say Jets like 24-14.
I think it's going to be quite the opposite. You know, I think the Jets put up a good fight and lose by 20 in this one. That's putting up a good fight. The Jets losing by 20. Raiders win this game 20-0.
What?
I no faith in this Jets offense, man.
You are just a hater. My goodness, you're just a Miami fan. That's what you are.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
20-0. That's
Whatever.
disrespectful right there. Oakland's not gonna walk into the MetLife Stadium and freaking shut out the Jets. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, where's Fireman Ed? Oh wait, he's not going to games anymore. Oh yeah.
No chill.
Oh
You
yeah.
actually have no chill.
Bengals versus Ravens. This game is actually going to be a really good one in my opinion. Ray Rice not able to participate in this one with his suspension, so we're going to get Mr. Pierce, I think it will be, right?
Who cares?
Who cares? Who's going to win this one, Miles? What do you think?
I say Cincinnati.
Wow, okay. What's the score, man?
I actually think anything else going to go off. 34-21 Cincinnati.
34-21 Cincinnati. AJ Green, he's a beast. Straight up beast. Andy Dalton, he's an up-and-coming quarterback. I don't know if he deserved the type of...
Up-and-coming?
Yeah, I think he's
Up-and-coming? He's been in the league for 4 years. He's already been a Pro Bowler. He had one consistent year. He's not up-and-coming
first round of the
quarterback.
playoff. Yeah, he got knocked out of the first round of the playoffs, so...
And how is he an up-and-coming quarterback?
Up-and-coming. 4th year.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying stupid stuff tonight, aren't I, Miles?
Oh, I know.
Alright, so, anyway, for a real pick here, I think the Bengals win this one 21-10 over the Ravens. The Bengals defense is really, really good. People don't give them much credit. They really shut down the Ravens offense, which is only going to be it's going to have to be one-dimensional since they're going to not have they're not going to be able to have Mr. Rice there. And I don't know. Rice didn't have that great of a year last year, so I don't think it'll make that great of a difference. But I don't know. I see the Bengals winning this one. And watch out for Giovanni Bernard. That guy's a stud.
Yeah, it's true. No, you're right. I didn't give their defense enough credit. 34-10.
34-10, as opposed to 34-21.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that it has the potential to be a pretty good game.
It does. I just don't see it happening. I think Cincinnati's the clear-cut best team in the AFC North. I'm sorry.
Flacco's going to have to take over if it's going to be a close game, right?
I don't think he's going to. I actually don't think he has the ability to right now.
We'll have to wait and see as that game's on Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Wow, a lot of 1 o'clock games, man. That's going to be exciting.
Going. You're not done yet.
Oh, yeah, we got to keep going. Bills-Bears, man. Bills-Bears. This game, Bills... I love EJ Manuel. You know, he's my boy. Won me an Orange Bowl down at Florida State.
There you go.
But
why am I just not surprised with everything you say?
The Bears, though, the Bears have a great defense, and their offense is pretty good. You know, their offensive line has improved over the past 3 seasons, so I don't see why they wouldn't win this game. I think they win this one 27-14.
I'm gonna go farther to say that the Bears are gonna win about 35-13 or some crazy score like that, because I just think Buffalo suck personally. I think the Bears are gonna win the NFC North.
Really? Yeah. I mean, that's not saying much. I mean,
well, because they always have the lead going inside the 10th week or so, and then they lose the last 5 out of 6 games.
Yeah, because Cutler starts to cry. You know, he's a crybaby, as everybody seems to keep saying. I don't believe that.
If he's a cryberry, then I want to be a cryberry, because that cryberry can sling it.
Yeah, that guy. He's got an arm and a half, man. Anyway, yeah, the Bears win this one. We both think, but Miles say they win this one going away. 3 more 1 o'clock games. We're still not done here with 1 o'clock games. There's only 2 4 o'clock games too, guys. Or Miles.
Good 4 o'clock games.
What?
They're good 4 o'clock games.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, we'll get to that in a second though. We got the Redskins and the Titans. Or excuse me, the Texans, my bad. Redskins and the Texans. Texans are not they're the favorite in this game. 3-point favorites against the Redskins. RG3 and the Redskins. That's a head scratcher to me.
This is another team of the Texans that they're kind of like the Falcons from last year. People predicted the Texans to be probably in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And what happened? 2-14, worst team in the league.
They tanked.
After going 12-4 the previous year.
They just wanted Clowney.
They just wanted Clowney.
Yeah.
He's a very good player, if I may add.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to make that much of an immediate difference, though.
Yeah. Do you buy into all this stuff that Andre Johnson's saying that he doesn't want to be a Texan anymore?
It's unfortunate because he's a very good wide receiver, and I thought they really were going to have a new perennial contender with that team, and then all of a sudden they just really disappointed everybody. They got up to a nice little 2-0 lead ahead. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is pretty expected," and they go on to lose the next 14 straight. So, I personally think Washington's going to come in and beat them, not by a large margin, because they're still playing in Houston. This is not. I don't think this Houston team is as bad as they were last year. I think they're going to play a little better. So I'm going to go with a score of a 23-20 score.
Yeah. I was going to say 23-20 as well, and I think the Redskins also win this one.
Pick my brain.
I don't know. Just watch out for Clowney in his first game. I think he's going to go off. He's a lot better than people think he is. You know how everybody was saying that he's lazy and he takes plays off and stuff, but people will be put on notice after his first game. I think he's unreal. Anyway, moving right along, the Titans go to Arrowhead to face the Chiefs in Week 1. A player who's not on the Titans roster anymore, Fitzpatrick, led them in passing last year. Do you think Locker can take over and be that starter that they've been waiting for?
Locker's a very good quarterback. I just don't think people give him enough credit. Now, he's a type of up-and-comer quarterback, even though he's not in his rookie year, first or second year. It's a very good quarterback. Now, do I think that they're going to beat Kansas City? No, because Kansas City is a very good team. People forget this team almost beat the Colts. In fact, they should have beat the Colts in the dang playoffs. I will say by a score of 24, 13, Kansas City wins. But don't count out Tennessee. Do not be surprised if they play well. I actually don't think this is a bad team. Yeah,
they have a pretty good defense. But I do think the Chiefs win this one. It's going to be a low scorer, I think. 14-10.
Okay.
Yeah, the 14-10, I think that's a respectable score for Titans and Chiefs. Now, to my favorite game of the week, Miles. And it might make me cry a little bit if the Dolphins win this one. Or if they lose this one, I might cry. I might cry either way. How about that? But Rob Gronkowski saying he's going to play, and then Belichick backtracking from those comments saying that it's my decision, I'm Belichick. Murr. Now, what do you think? Do you think that Gronk will matter that much against this Dolphins team, or do you think the Dolphins might sneak away with a victory in this one?
Gronk is just such a factor, man. This is, between him and Graham, you can just pick one. They're the two best tight ends in the game. They are literally game changers. You put them in, and they're going to make plays. They're literally wide receivers that are about 6'10". So I think he's going to play. I think he's going to dominate your little Dolphins, and I think the Patriots are going to win. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Dolphins win this one in a close one. I'm trying not to be biased, but I really do believe that the Dolphins will win this one. It's home. It's at home. It's gonna be a nice, humid day for the Patriots to come down here. I can't wait for this one, man. This one's gonna be so much fun, and good luck in this humidity, Patriots. I have to walk outside to my car every morning, and then when I get to school, I have to walk from the garage to my school. It's really hot in this place.
It's so hot here.
Yeah, Miles, you can attest to it. Now Miles lives down here. It's hot and humid
all
and
the time.
Patriots ain't ready for this, man. This is it. This is our season, baby. The Dolphins, Super Bowl, baby. Let's go, Dolphins, man. Ryan Tannehill, no Sean Moreno. Mike Wallace, Brian Hartline. No, the list goes on and on. Brent Grimes, Cortland Finnegan. It just goes on and on. Super Bowl numbers this year, baby. Let's get it. Let's go to the Super Bowl. Dolphins, Seahawks, Super Bowl. Let's go.
I don't care how good your little defense is or how good the Dolphins are. They are never going to make the Super Bowl with a quarterback like Tannehill.
All right, I'm putting this on the record. Miles says that the amazing Dolphins will not make it to the Super Bowl. This is catastrophic. I don't understand it. The Dolphins are an amazing ball club, Miles. I don't think you get it. And don't think I'm forgetting the juice. Don't think I'm forgetting him. Jarvis Landry. Don't think I'm forgetting him. He is going to surprise a lot of people this year. You just wait and see, man. You wait. I can't wait for this game so we can shock the world.
You've beat the Patriots before.
It's going to be a close one. It is going to be close.
I will give you that. It will be close.
I just can't. I can't wait. Let's move on before I get a little. I already got too excited, but let's move on. You know what? We're gonna take a quick commercial break so I can compose myself, and we'll come back with the Panthers and the Buccaneers. Yeah, we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Sam Rosen, and I'm here with Sam's Situation.
Good afternoon, and welcome into the corner. It's Chris's Corner here on Spreaker.com, a national sports affiliate.
Hello, and welcome to the Cameron Sadeghi Show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Deep Sports Talk. This is affiliated with National Sports.
Cameron Sadeghi, Chris Sylvester, Sam Rosen, Andrew Gold.
Every time that you get undressed, I hear symphonies in my head. I wrote this song just looking at you. Oh, yeah, the drums they swing low, and the trumpets they go. And the trumpets they go. Yeah, the trumpets they go. Is it weird that I hear?
Welcome back to the NFL Prediction Show, Week 1 with Miles Walker and Jeremy Schnell. All right, I've composed myself. We're back. Dolphins. Okay. Okay. Panthers versus Buccaneers. Buccaneers, a team that is actually coming into this game as the favorite against a number 2 seed in the playoffs last year in the Panthers.
It's a good team.
What do you think is going to happen? The Panthers lost some key receivers, Ted Ginn Jr. and Steve Smith, but they also gained Calvin Benjamin. Where did he go to school, Miles?
Let's not talk about where he went to school.
Florida State.
Really?
Yes, Calvin Benjamin went to Florida State, and if you haven't picked him up on your fantasy team yet, I really strongly suggest that you do so, because this guy's a beast. Anyway, Panthers and Buccaneers. Miles, give me your pick.
A lot of people have kind of been like saying Panthers are going to play like crap this year. Panthers this, Panthers that. I mean, this is the same team that went 12-4 last year. I believe finished first in the NFC South, which is arguably one of the better divisions in the league. Probably not as good as the NFC West yet, but still, very, very good division. I think Carolina is going to come into this game looking for something to prove. I think they're going to not run completely over Tampa Bay, but I do think they're going to outplay them. I think their offense is going to play pretty well. I would say probably around 28, 27 points they're going to score. They still do have a very good defense, so I would say 28 to either 10 or 17.
Yeah, you know what? I think the Panthers win this one, and it's not going to be that difficult for them because I really don't think the Buccaneers' defense is that good. So Panthers win this one, but I still think they got some problems there on offense this year because they've never really been able to get that running game going, and it's been a struggle for them for a pretty long time. Anyway, Panthers win this one 21-14.
Oh, wow.
You know, offensive problems. The defense is pretty good, but I don't know. And you got a new quarterback and a new system for the Buccaneers. I don't know. I have a feeling about this game. It's gonna be a 7-point game, but the Panthers. It's gonna seem like the Panthers had it all along. That's what I think.
I think you're giving them a little too much credit in the Buccaneers. I mean, saying 21-17. Dang.
No, 14. 21-14.
Oh, 21-14.
Yeah.
That's actually a little too much credit.
Yeah, that would have been a little too much. But what do you think, Miles? What's the score?
I was saying like 28-17 or maybe 28-10, depending.
All right, yeah, that's respectable. Yeah, but Panthers, they got a pretty good defense. The defense hasn't really changed since last year, and it really carried them during the season. And not only did Cam Newton play amazing last year, but their defense really shined last year. It put a lot of people on notice.
Yeah.
Now moving on to the next game, the 49ers and the Cowboys. Cowboys coming into this game underdog, and and they also just signed Michael Sam to their practice squad.
Good job. Much respect.
Yeah. But 49ers made a lot of additions this offseason. Stevie Johnson. They're having some problems with the off the field issues, as they always seem to have those problems. Like,
why is he surprised?
What's going on with this team, man?
I don't. It's the Cowboys, man. They're built for drama. This is
No. The 49ers. What are their off the field issues?
Oh, the 49ers off the field issues?
Yeah.
They're just stupid. I don't understand why they should be having any dang problems. It's a very good team. You would think their team chemistry and like their relationship straight would be a little stronger than this. But nope, I was wrong. I don't even know.
You know, I think the 49ers are going to start to decline, and you're going to start to see teams like Arizona Cardinals step up this year. Come on, Miles, don't you think Arizona Cardinals will be second in that division?
Oh, hell no, I do not think they're going to be second in that division. Are you kidding me?
You think 49ers still?
Oh, yeah, I think 49ers. Shoot. I think they're going to be second. I think they're going to be right up on Seattle's butt. Sorry.
Wow, okay.
This is still a very good 49ers team. You are just... I don't even know what to say to you. You know, first you hate the Jets. I mean, which makes sense. But second, you hate the Patriots. Of course, you hate the dang 49ers.
I'm trying to make some bold statements here, Miles. Come on.
Yeah, sure. I'm throwing shots now. I'm tired of this.
Anyway.
49ers are going to walk into AT&T Stadium, and they're going to absolutely devour the Cowboys. They're going to run right over them, and their new-look offense, their new-look team, this new-look team that's probably going to finish about like 6-10, maybe 5-11, quoting my boy Robert Dieters. I love you, homie. So I'm saying like 28-7. I'm going to see embarrassment.
You know, I was going to say that they were going to lose this one, that the 49ers were going to lose this one, but then I thought about it, and I said, you know, the Cowboys' defense is absolutely horrendous.
The fact you even thought about picking the Cowboys. Lord, somebody save this child.
But 49ers win this one 24-14. Hey, that's what I got right now. That's the score. Respect it and love it. Okay? That's all I gotta say. Moving on to Sunday Night Football. I can't pick this one because I'm going to be picking it on Sunday night on the Coast to Coast show. But Miles, what do you think is going to happen in the Colts versus Broncos game on Sunday night?
This is going to be a great game. This is legitimately going to be a great game. Last year, the Colts beat Denver in Indianapolis, and I'm actually going to pick the Colts to win.
Wow.
I think the Colts are the real deal. I think the Colts are going to come out of the AFC.
Really? You think they're going to the Super Bowl with Mr. Luck?
Colts versus Seahawks. We'll let it be known.
That's a bold prediction there, Miles.
I'm all about bold.
Yeah, that's what we're about here on the prediction show. Not just about picking, and we're not just any ordinary prediction show, right, Miles? We're about making those bold predictions, not just predictions. You got to put the bold before the predictions, right, Miles?
If you ain't bold, I don't like you.
Oh, man. So, I think the Broncos still win this one. They, too much firepower on that offense, and they really did add to that defense this offseason. DeMarcus Ware. So, Broncos win this one 35-27.
Colts win this one 35-27.
Way to copy me. Oh, man. Now your Giant. Oh, I just picked it. I said I wasn't going to pick it, and I picked it. Oh, well. Listen to me pick again on Sunday night. Monday night, your Giants travel to Detroit to face one of the most underrated teams in football, in my opinion, the Lions.
Whatever.
Giants. Lions. Go ahead, Miles.
The Giants have been getting so much criticism this preseason. Oh, this Eli Manning this, Eli Manning that. Eli Manning sucks. He's having a horrible preseason. This is going to be a horrible offense for the Giants. And you know what? You may be right. But you also could be wrong. And I actually think the Giants' offense is not going to be that bad. I actually really don't have that much worries for the offense. For me, my worries for the Giants are always in their defense. And that still rings true even right now. I think Eli Manning is going to come out and he's going to prove something. I don't know what he has to prove since he already has 2 rings on his dang hand, but he's going to come out there and he's going to go out there and prove something. I really like the running back they just got. I got 2 words for you, Andre Williams. This man is going to be a household name by the end of the year. That's how good I think he is. Now, sure, do they have the best wide receivers they've had before? No. No, they do not. Do they have the best defense they had before? Hell no, they do not. I still think the Giants are going to go into Detroit, give them a run for their money, and shoot, I think they're going to come out with the win. Totally unbiased side, because trust me, if I want to, I will pick the Giants to lose any day of the week. I think the Giants are going to come in there, win a squeaker.
You know, the Giants are actually my 3rd favorite team, and I really enjoy watching the Giants play football. And I've enjoyed watching them win those 2 Super Bowls in 2000.
Of course you have.
In 2008 and 2000.
And in 2007 and 2011.
Oh, okay. 2007.
Get your years straight.
That's my bad. Anyway, Giants squeak this one out, Miles.
Giants squeak this one out.
Squeak this one out 24-23 with a field goal.
Oh!
With a field goal at the end of the game. How about that?
Wow.
Wouldn't that be something on Monday Night Football?
Wow.
Now, the late game on Monday night, because apparently they wanted to have 2 games on Monday night. Chargers and Cardinals.
It's going to be a good game. Now, this is going to be a really good game.
You think so? I think the Cardinals are a much better team than the Chargers.
I think this is going to be a really good game. I think the San Diego Chargers is one of my more favorite teams to watch. I love this team. I think San Diego's going to give Arizona a run for the money as well. Now, I think the Cardinals are the better team, and they're also playing at home. So I'd be very surprised if the Cardinals were to lose this game. I would say they probably win it by. They're not that much of an offensive powerhouse. They have a really good defense, though. I would say by a score of 23, 10, 14 around there. That's the type of score I think you're going to see an Arizona team win by a lot.
17-14 Cardinals win this one.
Even more like an Arizona Cardinal win.
All right, Miles. It's been a lot of fun, but you know what? I gotta go sleep, man. I'm tired.
I feel you, man. I got breakfast at 6:30, guys.
Oh my god. So that's Eastern Standard Time for those of you on the West Coast. Miles has to wake up at 6, and it is 11 o'clock on the dot right now. How about that, Miles? Let's end the show on 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock on the dot. For Miles Walker, I'm Jeremy Schnell. Thank you so much for listening. In the description below, go follow Miles on Twitter. Just do it. You won't be.
Gotta.
It's in the description below. You won't be disappointed. And you know, while you're on the Twitter, you know, maybe hit me with that follow too. Anyway, thanks again for listening. I'm Jeremy Schnell.
I'm Miles Walker, homies.
Good night.
live from Los Angeles, we thank you for listening to another presentation of the National Sports Radio Station on Spreaker.com.